So how's the news about Boris Johnson being greeted away from Westminster? We're going to join our correspondent Andrew Plant, who is in Cheltenham. And Andrew, what's going on there?
Yeah, Hugh, we've been chatting to people here in Cheltenham this morning. This was for decades a very safe Liberal Democrat seat. They won it, in fact, from the Conservatives at the general election back in 1992, and they held it for 22 years, all the elections during that time, until, of course, that crucial election back in 2015 when the Conservatives won it back, when they took so many seats that they perhaps weren't expecting to across the UK. But ever since then, in every subsequent election, that margin that they had in 2015 has got thinner. Back then, it was 6,000, their majority out of about 80,000 registered voters. In 2017, that had slimmed down to about 2,000, and then most recently in 2019, it was under 1,000, the winning margin here, about 900 votes. So this is one of those places in the UK where every single vote will count, and we have been talking to people here about exactly what they make of events in Downing Street over the past 48 hours.
I'm disgusted with the politics in this country. I'm disgusted with the government, the cabinet, the conduct of them. They have no scruples, they have no morals, they have no integrity. And the lies that have come since Boris went on his campaign, it's just astounding.
There are a lot of very loyal Tory members of the government who would normally have supported Boris, but where it all stems from, I don't know whether it goes back to his partying days at Eton or what, but he's a little bit of a risk taker. We've needed that at times to get us through the various stages that were coming up against a brick wall, but I feel now that too many people have lost faith in his ability to steer us through in an honest and open way.
Well, he's left it too late. But we haven't got nobody that comes to mind to take over because nobody is fit enough to do the job.
Yeah, some really interesting opinions from people here this morning. I think what was clear is that it didn't matter who we stopped, everybody had something to say. There wasn't a single person we met here at all who hadn't been following pretty closely what had been going on in Downing Street over the past couple of days. Now, the sitting MP here, of course, is Alex Chalk. And he is part of the interesting question which is being addressed, presumably, behind that door in Downing Street right now, because he resigned, of course, less than 48 hours ago from his job under Boris Johnson as Solicitor General. Now, part of the big question at the moment is, of all the resignations we've had over the past couple of days, more than 50, of course, and all those jobs that have now been left vacant and that you need to fill to have effectively a functioning government, what is going to happen there? Can you get all the people who resigned to then come back if Boris Johnson says in the next hour, as we expect, that he will stay on for perhaps 2 or 3 months while there is another leadership contest for the summer? Will those people who've left their jobs then agree to come back and fill those positions again? People like Alex Chalk, the Cheltenham MP. Or, as some people are saying, will there be calls for Boris Johnson to go earlier and for somebody else to become what would effectively be a caretaker Prime Minister?
Andrew, many thanks. Andrew Plant there for us with the views in Cheltenham, and we'll have more views from different parts of the UK as we go through the day.